Hi guys, it is me Bishop Jeff from Camp Gilgal TV. Wonderful time to be with you. It is a wonderful time. Uh, we are getting to the winter slowly and slowly. It is going to be chilly today here in Joburg. May God bless you. That's why you see me in this position. Do not be worried. Uh, the weather is changing. The climate is changing. We are going to the winter soon, but for sure. We are still studying the era of faith from the book of Hebrew chapter 11. Today we will study on verse 7. Verse 7, it is a man called Noah. Noah, the man called Noah. Okay, before we go to the nitty-gritty of our study today, if it is your first time you come across this channel with Bishop J, I kindly request you to subscribe, and after you finish subscribing, you do what? You share it in your social media, and you like the video also, and you share it in all your social media, and the Lord will bless you. Okay, community of Camp Gilgal, once more, welcome, welcome, welcome. As I say, we are sharing Noah today. Noah, for you to understand him very well, you need also to read the book of Genesis from chapter 5 and then upward until the end of the flood. It is somewhere from chapter 8 and 9. When he came out, he has a covenant with the Lord Almighty. I love that. I love that. Now, Noah believed God, and we see in chapter 6 of Genesis, the Bible saying he found favor before God. That does not mean he was not a sinner, but he found favor before God. What it mean again? God selected him. It mean again, God is elected him. Where I said chapter 5, you see in chapter 5, there is a line of the men from Seth, the third son of Adam, from Seth, until Jesus Christ. And in that line are called the elected, the chosen one. And Noah was also chosen by grace. By grace, the Lord has chosen him. That's why the Bible says he has found favor among all the men and the women of that time. Noah has found favor before God. Now, when we arrive in chapter 11 of the book of Hebrew, verse 7, they say, by faith, being in a divine appointment, and God has warned him over things not yet seen, things not yet seen in the world. Now, the things that Noah, the task that Noah was given to, was the things that never ever happened to the world. And that is a rare miracle. And that it called on him to have a faith in that God. Because he can say, Lord, it's easy for any human beings, even in this modern age, to believe to something that he knows, to believe to something that he has experience with. But the things that God has told Noah to believe on and to preach about was the things that was never ever happened before. And Noah has now he must have a boldness to stand before his peers and preach them about that. People were corrupt. Morally, people were bad. They were corrupt, they were bad. When you read Genesis chapter 6, it gives you how the morally decayed of the people was so bad. It was so horrible that people behavior was heavily horrible. Like today, in the modern age, is horrible. Government are making pressure, especially the Western government are making pressure to African government to allow gayism, to allow people to be gay and to do whatever they want to do. No, you need also to respect some people. If they don't want to do it, they don't want to do it. Do not impose your volition to the people. Now, Noah has to preach something that did not yet happen. And Noah was standing up. God said, preach it. He has to preach people to be saved. There is a quote in the book of one of the Gospels. Jesus said, even in a time of Noah, people were getting married, people were corrupt, people were doing whatever they were doing, but Noah was preaching. And he preached the gospel. He preached the gospel of Jehovah in that time for people to turn around by the way of repentance, and no one accepted it except his family, his wife, his 3 sons and their wives. His 3 sons and their wives. Those are the one who answered Noah's call. Now, God has changed. He said, okay, you can still preaching, but I'm giving you an idea. Build an ark, the boat that you're going to build, because in a few times, I will bring the rain down. That was the first time the rain came in the world. The rain came in the world in that time of the flood. The rain came to the world. That's why Hebrews chapter 11 verse 7 says things were not yet seen yet. When Noah was telling them, I'm building the ark, people were mocking him. As today, when you want to do things according to the letter, people mock you. They say, who do you think you are? And they say, are you a deputy of Jesus Christ now? People will laugh at you, people mock you, and they do all that they wanted. Noah was mocked. Noah was ridiculed. Noah was insulted. But he believed. Do not ask people to do things that you cannot do yourself. You understand? Can you imagine if Noah did throw the towel? Do not ask people to do something that you cannot do. That's why some of the things as preacher we are lacking, and we are also failing, because we ask our congregate to do things that we are already guilty of it. But what Noah asked his congregate, if I can call them in that time, he was ready to do it. And he believed what the Lord has told him. He believed on it. He stand on it. And the Bible said he was imputed to be a righteous man because he believed to what God has told him. He don't believe to something that he knows, but he believed to something that he never knows about. You know, sometimes we have the fear of the unknown. The fear of the unknown. You want to go there, you fear that am I secure enough? You want to go somewhere, or you want to change one job to the other, or you want to do something because you fear that I don't know if my social security will be guaranteed in that job or in that position. But Noah believed in God. In a life, you need to be the initiator. You need to be the initiator. To have a faith is make you to be an initiator. To have a faith will make you to be an initiator. Faith will make you to be a leader. Faith will make you to be the man who always break the ground for the first time. You break the ground. And Noah break the ground. He built an ark. Now people can say, did Noah succeed? I have seen a lot of my colleagues say, no, Noah did not succeed. It was obvious that his wife and his 3 sons and the sister and the daughter-in-law can believe easily, or by force he coerced them to come to the boat. But did Noah succeed? Success. How we measure success in the world? How we measure success is not the way God measures success. That's what I'm finishing with. Now, you will see that Noah never go to the forest to preach the animals. God is great. He never go to the forest to preach the animals. But when the time was ready, When the time of God aligned, so now it is a time of departure. I'm not preaching on a time, but let me tell you that when the time was ready, animals, female and male, came out of the forest by themselves straight to the boat that Noah did build. Now, he never preached that, but animal responded to the call, which the men refused. The men, women, children refused. But the animal came. That is success number one. Success number two, he built a boat. He is the first human beings of building the boat. The man who built the Titanic was even boasting himself as he built a boat that cannot sink. But Titanic never arrived in New York, it sank. But Noah boat never sank. He landed at the Mount Ararat. He landed there at the Mount Ararat. It landed there, but safe. He is the first human being who built a solid boat that never sink. There was not even an oil to push it around, but God himself was doing it. That's success number two. Success number three. What Noah did say about was as he did say it. That is the most success of all the time. The word that Noah uttered, that there will be rain and the rain will come down and God will destroy this world. It come to pass as he said. That is the most successful things. Success is not about crowd. Success is not about people applauding you. Success is not about people following you or praising or making you high. But success is what you say come to pass as you say it. That's why I say, do not call people to do things that you yourself are not ready yet to do it. You need to do what you're telling people to do. By you failing, then you fail. Do not say to people, do what I say, but do not do what I'm doing. No, you need to do it. Noah was a success. His ministry was a successful ministry. At the end, he came out of the boat and he has a covenant with God. And we have a rainbow. The rainbow is not a pride for the gays. No, it is a covenant with God, with human beings. That God is telling the people of the earth, as long as you see the rainbow, it's not a pride for the gays. As long as you see the rainbow, I am not going to kill the human beings anymore by the flood. That's what God says. And the flood was universal, not regional, universal, not national, universal. And Noah succeeded. Then we have the verse of Genesis chapter 8, verse 22, that we have the climate as we know it, the weather temperature, 4 seasons as we know it, when Noah came out of the boat. And from there, the population also, as we know it, came out from the 3 sons of Noah. God bless you and keep subscribing. It is your host, your humble servant, Bishop J.